I'm Michael Diamond. This is Muscle Central. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Share, subscribe, turn on your notifications, and leave a comment. Okay, you have to excuse my voice over here. It appears I'm coming down with a case of laryngitis. I'm going to do the best I can. It wasn't that long ago I was talking about whether the Arnold Classic will surpass the Mr. Olympia. After all, with Arnold's recent announcement, the prize money has surpassed the Olympia. At the end of the day, the title of Mr. Olympia, if you wear the title of Mr. Olympia, you are considered the greatest bodybuilder on the planet. And no matter where this goes with prize money, the honor of being considered the best bodybuilder on the planet is never going to change. It's always going to be the Olympia. Now, how far is this going to go back and forth with prize money? Right now, like I said, Arnold has it at $500,000. The Olympia is still $400,000. I wouldn't be surprised if at some point before the Olympia, we get an announcement that they are going to be raising the prize money this year. I see it, if it happens, I see it's going to be at least $500,000. They're not going to raise it and not at least match the Olympia. They might go a little higher, maybe $550,000. I don't know. If it doesn't happen this year, I definitely see it happening next year. No doubt about it. This might go back and forth for a few years, and we might, within a few years, actually see $1 million payout for the winner of the open bodybuilding division. It's not, I don't see that. I think that's too far in the future now at this point. As far as the battling, going back and forth with it, as far as the IFBB would be concerned, it wouldn't matter to them. They're not going to take sides. Put it this way, they're not going to take sides in this. They're just a sanctioning body. And they don't want to, even though the Olympia, Mr. Olympia and IFBB have always been synonymous with each other, they don't want to ruffle the feathers of the Arnold Classic. That's not going to happen. They're going to be neutral in this. And I think probably at the end of the day, they might actually quietly enjoy it, because I think Jim Mannion wants to see the athletes do better, get more money. So the IFBB is really not involved with this. I do, like I said, I do see it going back and forth between the Arnold Classic, Arnold Schwarzenegger, and Mr. Olympia, Jake Wood. And I said it before, the reality of it is, Arnold is definitely, I'm most certainly sure that he's financially much more secure than Jake Wood. That doesn't mean Jake Wood is not very well endowed financially. They both can afford to take this money out of their pockets. Maybe initially Arnold might dip into his pocket in the beginning, but what it's to come down to at the end of the day is sponsorships. They both, I'm sure that Jake Wood has contacts, people he knows. being as successful as he is, I'm sure he has contacts. But here we're talking about Arnold, who obviously would have a lot of contacts and more pull. The fact that anywhere you go and you mention Arnold's name, everybody knows who you're talking about. As far as generating sponsors, more sponsorship, I think Arnold would have an advantage in that department, being Arnold. Then the Arnold Classic, even though it started around bodybuilding, that's its roots. It's evolved to a multi-sporting event like the Olympics. So I guess you could say it's more general public friendly, which is going to give it an advantage in bringing in more sponsors, bigger sponsors, which in turn will increase the prize money. My gut feeling says that it's going to go back and forth for a few years, but I do think at some point it's a very high likelihood that the Arnold Classic will surpass the Olympia as far as financial gain, prize money for the competitors. But at the end of the day, no matter which way you cut it, it can never change. When you have the title of Mr. Olympia, you will be considered the greatest bodybuilder on the planet at this time. If you agree or disagree with what I've said, let me know in the comments section. This is Michael Diamond. I'd like to thank you for watching Muscle Central.